It's an ordinary day. An ordinary day in the city, or rather the town known as Afa, on the eastern side of the continent of Akaum in the world of Zendikar. Akaum itself is a volcanic region, to put it in lightly. It's a volcanic region from which magmatic activity constantly rises and churns through the landscape, billowing out in thousands of jets. The site itself is grand as the sun sets across an entire volcanic glass horizon, known as the plains. It is sharp and cutting on even the gentlest of edges, and the temperatures range from the extremities of hot to cold overnight. The waters in the region come in violent torrents during the winter season, and spring often sees the landscape transformed. Lakes atop crystalline beds of glass forming overnight, cascading across the rock spires, a beautiful and fleeting sight. Not to say anything of the inhabitants or those trying to eke out a living here. Afa town itself, lying beneath the teeth of Akaum, is where a river flows down and provides the town with one of the few safe, reliable sources of fresh water to the continent. It serves as a major trading hub in the region and is frequently a launching point for glory seekers who wish to head out to the ruins. It is famed for its bazaar, where almost anything and everything can be purchased. The settlement itself is mostly human, though elves, Kor, and the occasional vampire may even call it home for some time. Goblins can be found too, of all kinds, and who knows when one might come across this place seeking for a guide. It is a stormy evening, a storm so strong as to be almost horizontal, rainwater splattering against the exposed surfaces, sizzling against still cooling volcanic glass on the upper regions of the volcanic mountains, and coming to a pattering halt against stone and cloth and brick foundations of the various dwellings in Afa town. None of them are particularly permanent. Inhabitants have learned better than to place anything on the seafront. As the winds whip up, the waves crash against ports that are more than temporary. The rocks beneath are not simply rock, but cutting glass, and the remnants of ships and old wrecks of old are already pouring onto the shore. And it's this time that the lone port master looks up at the edge of the docks and notes an arrival, a ship of some kind. "Who goes there?" he says, not quite expecting an answer, but an answer arrives no less. The ship is long, seemingly made of steel, a sturdy frame, maintaining its course even in choppy waters. Oddly enough, the sails don't seem to be buffeted by the winds, and a translucent dome of some kind can be seen surrounding it, along with the humming of faint machinery. From its bow, there's a response from a lady. Alara, what do you say?
I am holding on to one of the ropes and I'm going, greetings.
For reference, the picture in the background is Afa Town.
Damn, it's messy as fuck. She's using thaumaturgy to call out, and then she's saying, "Permission to dock." That is all she's saying, because
DM, it's still raining heavily, is it? So
I didn't
do we
say
have
it
proper
stopped.
sight?
I didn't say anything stopped.
Okay.
There's like waves crashing all around the ship and everything, but like the protective dome of magic emitting from the generator is keeping everything stable and sane. Although like you can see some people like standing at the side there, like holding onto their chests.
Yes, I'm waiting for a reply.
A voice echoes back at the same intensity, and you can start making out the features of the harbor master, seeming to be slightly more blue-skinned and frilled even around the sides. Permission granted, but staying is your own responsibility. Good luck. I'm afraid you'll have to manage on your own. You came at a bad time.
Understood. And then I start telling everybody to man the sails and get ready for docking.
Right. The sails are pulled, but you notice that confidence is low on the ship, as no one has any illusion that it's the ship's protection guiding things as they are right now, when like another 20-foot wave just sweeps over the top. As they start pulling into the harbor, and Alara, you notice that the jetty has been like completely shredded to like shrapnel and wood. And you can see the rock foundation beneath is all jagged obsidian and volcanic glass when it's revealed.
Does it look like it's gonna scratch the bottom of the boat? Or are we still protected by the bubble?
You have no idea.
Which way is the wind blowing?
Everywhere.
In particular, the strongest, because I want to see whether we need to get closer or not.
Right. Alpha Town is a bay of some kind. So I suppose thanks to a bit of shelter, the strongest winds come from the east, which is pushing you inwards, but north and south are unrelenting as well.
I tell everybody to hold the sails steady. Is there any respite from the pointy things? Do we have to make our own new jetty kind of thing? Or like...
It doesn't appear that there'll be any assistance coming from the town's end.
Yep.
How far is the town?
Huh?
How
Well,
far is-
you're arriving there, you can make out structures and all that, like
So,
the
like,
views
no,
like
I'm
you
just-
see there.
asking from the port, the jetty, to the town. How far is it?
Maybe like a few 100 feet inland.
I guess we can land on top. I mean, not on top, but like
Stop destroying towns.
not on top of the town, but like on top of the whatever main thing before reaching the town. I don't know.
Do I see anything that sort of like, you know, a dockyard that where you fix ships? So it has certain elements that you can flood and dry off, and then the ship will be sitting on a bunch of like stands.
Okay, good call. You take what's your passive perception?
18.
Right. You bite your teeth against like this gritting wind and waves just washing around. You do indeed find a docking station where, like, you know, normally repairs will be done. The place is completely destroyed. But the good thing means that, well, you could probably park your ship in there with some careful maneuvering, since there's nothing to hinder you there.
Okay, I'm gonna attempt that. So I'm instructing people who know how to sail the ship, how to sort of navigate the wind and ease her into one of the things, one of the blocks, one of the giant ship shoes.
How do you wish to motivate them and deliver your instructions?
She's gonna be thaumaturgying again, and she's going, everybody, heads up. If we don't do this fast enough, we're going to be dust at the bottom, whatever that obsidian thing is. All of you who have the ropes, make sure you pull the ropes properly. I will instruct you, but pretty much we're landing over there. And then she points to the rough general direction. Can people see this? Because the rain is really heavy and stuff.
People are trying their best. Is anyone assisting Alara with this? Because keep in mind, you are no longer under anyone's jurisdiction as of now.
Yep. Verity will help pull all the important sails, the ropes and stuff, tying everyone, making sure to secure everyone is not flying off the ship or something.
Okay. Well, they won't fly off the ship, but you have a bad feeling that if they fly against the force field, they won't look very pretty either.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not sure if how strong is this force field and when it's gonna go off. Just in case.
All right. Is anyone else assisting on the ship?
Assist.
To lead the way, can I get my
Okay. This is a group effort. Alara, make a leadership check, which can be any form of the charisma, like either intimidation or persuasion or.
Yeah. How are your charisma rolls before you roll?
Wait.
I mean,
but
how are they
before I do that, I would also like to cast spiritual weapon to lead the way, like a beacon.
Okay. You have advantage on this check.
So the highest charisma.
Do you need more light?
So shit.
Do
my
you need
god.
more light?
More light? Yeah.
Because I can be a very bright light if you want.
This is a group effort. Everyone do your own thing.
Oh, okay. So everybody rolls charisma.
Okay, Alara, you do yours.
No,
Verity, what are you doing?
Okay, so now everyone's doing.
Okay, Verity, you're pulling with sails and ropes to secure people. This is either athletics or acrobatics.
Roll it on.
Oh my god.
It's really bad. I'm gonna use my
That's
inspiration.
sad,
What
man.
is an inspiration thing?
It gives you advantage, but you already had advantage.
Really?
Yeah.
I
It
roll.
doesn't do an extra roll.
1d.
Okay, so I'm probably standing on the deck and having witnessed Alara's poor persuasion roll, I will say to
Alara is putting in
Verity.
tremendous effort, but she's unfortunately facing a roaring wind and everything outside.
So right now the spiritual weapon is a giant arrow.
Are you?
Hashtag.
Are you securing ropes, Verity?
Yes.
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 Okay. I'll be standing there and I will tell
You got a 20.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. Verity, you are helping the sailors secure the ropes.
Yep.
Okay. Nerif, what are you doing?
I was going
Rose,
to,
what are you doing?
I
I
tell
was planning
Verity,
to help with the ropes.
you should repeat the lady's order. I don't think it was heard. And then I will give Verity a 14 on his roll from my
Do
portent.
you want me to repeat everything like they are going there?
Verity rolled already.
Oh,
so
yeah.
So he can't do another thing.
Yeah, because
Verity
I'm
got a roll
securing-
20.
Because I'm securing the rope, so I'm done with my action per se.
No, it's
Okay.
Verity is not roll 20, so like you're not seeing his rolls.
No, I can see them on. No, I mean, I'm asking him to repeat Alara's order because it doesn't seem like they
Him?
heard him. Yeah, and I'm giving him my 14, so his roll will be 14 plus his persuasion.
Verity is
whichever
busy.
he prefers.
Someone else has to do it.
I see. Well, who else is here?
Rose, what are you doing?
Rose was planning to help with the rope as well. I don't think she really knows much about ships to help elsewhere, except for like to be upstairs to watch
Lend your voice,
at the
Rose.
crow's nest.
Okay, so Rose is helping with the ropes.
Yep.
Or actually,
Okay.
can I use Sony?
Uh,
Character, I would be next to Sony.
uh,
If
So
it's just
basically,
for their-
I'm using the 14 plus whatever her charisma
Okay,
is to
sure.
amplify. So what's your charisma, Sony?
My charisma is
Like your charisma rolls, like persuasion,
4.
intimidation.
Persuasion is performance is 7.
A
Use
performance won't really
performance.
help here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so
persuasion
probably one of
is
the
more.
others. All right, so 14 plus 4, that's a 18.
Mm.
So, okay, Sonny is helping to amplify Alara's command. Rose is helping the ropes. This is acrobatics or athletics, Rose?
Acrobatics. So I will roll. What did I get?
Got a 17.
Okay.
17.
Do a flip.
Okay, so where Verity does the muscle work of tying things down, Rose helps do the nimble work of securing the trickier knots at the ends.
Right.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's the. Okay, so between Alara and Sony calling out and repeating the commands, Nerif presumably doing something, but well, something seems to be working. Verity and Rose on the ropes. The ship seems to gain enough momentum, steering, and confidence to dock at the repair station of Aha Town. No sooner does it land in, like the hull crunches against the remnants of this like repair station as it does so, and the ship's mage warns out. Warning! The moment that the generator goes down, there'll be no protection against the elements for those getting out.
Are we getting out, or are we waiting for the storm to blow over?
Yeah, when's the shield projected to go down?
Yeah.
At your command, sirs, lady,
okay.
madam.
Let's just keep it up until the storm subsides.
I think we can try to wait for it to blow over or something.
While we wait for it to blow over, I'm going to get everybody below deck so that we can do a briefing.
I'm going to wait.
All right.
Like just
Well,
like
we'll just be
a
briefing.
10-minute briefing.
Okay.
So
Never
pretty
fallen
much,
as instructed.
if I'm not mistaken, this is out of character. There's a bunch of people on the ship right now, and we've all been segregated into groups already.
Okay, just assume you're addressing everyone as a whole. But the ones around here of note, the Factal Pengtar of the Doom Guard has been standing on deck all this whole time, just looking around in apparent fascination.
Entropy. Never mind.
Why you no help?
She's not
This
known
place has
to
a lot of
respond to
entropy.
any orders or such. Sile, Justice Sile is helping Verity's efforts whenever he can, but he says, "Alright, I've seen some storms, and this one is off the charts. Seagull's never had anything like this."
Yep, same here. Verity says.
Varkatu of Sedanti, the dragonborn with the pipe, seems to be similar to Pengta, just watching the storm and staring off and occasionally taking notes.
What a chill guy. Help us!
Saru is busy keeping Twitch from panicking under deck. They're not going to be of much help here.
Twitch, no.
Ahi and Tia are minding their own duties on board. Other crew members here are either from Sigil or from Ark, but they're not able to help much beyond their usual duties.
Okay, are they specifically for the ship?
Specifically for?
Yeah, as in they're specifically brought
Yeah.
on the ship to stay on the ship. So they're doing the cooking and stuff like that, whereas there will be us who's meant to step off the ship.
Some of them will be coming off as well, but like they won't be joining you.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is Alara is going to previously move everybody into specific groups to do specific things, but her team, I can hear myself, it's weird.
Yeah, I can hear you echoing.
Siapa buat tu?
Who is doing open mic?
Sha, I
I like to
think.
think it's Lena.
No, it's not
It's
me.
Lena.
You know.
I'm on my phone, but I'm on my headset. It shouldn't be echoing for me.
Okay, hello. Oh, I can still
It is still
Okay.
echoing.
What the fuck?
Okay,
Anyway,
then I will
okay.
make do.
So, what she ends up doing is pretty much telling everybody, okay, this is your jobs, this is your team, deal with that. And then I take my team aside and I tell them, this is what we're going to do. The minute I'll give a briefing now, so I guess I'll do it in character now.
Okay, who's in your team?
I'm assuming everybody who is here. So
Wait a minute. Why am I
Your
on your
team
team?
is Alara, Nerif, Sony, Rose, Verity,
Okay, I'm here because Sony's here. Easy peasy.
Style,
Arya.
Of course, Arya.
1, 2, 3, 4.
How is
5,
Arya
6,
right
7.
now?
Not feeling good.
She's
Arya
in
is down underboard. Yeah.
it's a bit hoarse.
Verity is like she's not feeling good.
Aki and Tia are also with you for the time being.
Okay. I go, all right, everyone, as soon as the shield goes down, everybody else will be not on deck anymore. So does anybody have anything to help that can get us from here to the port town as fast as we can without being blown away?
Aki raises a hand. Alara, I have an umbrella. Will that help?
I look at him with like, I love you, but seriously.
How far away is the port town?
About, I think several hundred.
feet.
By several? Do you mean more than 5 or less than 5?
It could be like a 1 minute run or like a 1 minute run out in the open. That's 10 rounds.
Okay, to like avoid us getting blown away, it's what kind of check would that be? Athletics?
Let's see. That would be athletics if you're going to like force your way against it, or it might even be pure strength.
So I look at Verity and I look at the rest who are strong, and I go,
I could tie a rope around me, and
I was
I
thinking
could
this,
ride on Arya.
I was thinking the same thing along
Yes.
those lines. Who amongst us can
Yeah,
I
Emily
tell who's
raises
like
her hand. You should
super?
probably secure the smaller ones.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not small.
With a smirk.
Is
My father's blood gives me strength.
Verity says
big.
to Rose, it's okay. You can get on Arya with me if you want to.
Rosa, I
Okay,
understand.
I think I'll take that.
I understand that you might feel a little bit slighted, but you also have to understand that these winds don't care how big you are. I might be blown away, so the stronger people would be there to make sure none of us flies away. And then,
This situation with the winds, usually we will be employing wind buffers or something. Do any of you have those capabilities?
I do not have such things.
I have Ice Storm, which makes it worse.
I do have some spells, but I don't think it will help with winds.
Do any of you have wind wall, warding, wind wall of whatever, and so on and so
I have
forth?
sanctuary.
That the weather doesn't care about attack roll.
I have a dimension door.
I have Gust
would
of
help.
Wind.
I can help one person.
Gust is not strong enough, right?
That's like a cantrip.
No, as in
Yes.
Gust of Wind.
Oh, level 1
It's
spell.
too small.
That could actually help.
It's a level
I
2
can
spell.
pass without a trace.
That doesn't help.
Let me
Hide
just
from the wind.
let me just click Gust of Wind so it pops up.
Let's
me
get a line.
You have that available.
But it's a 60-foot line though.
Yes, as in this sort of thing can already help you.
It's a tunnel. Will it help?
What's a tunnel?
I thought it was more like
a
a
wind
wind
tunnel.
a wind curtain.
Yes, as in a curtain helps. Well,
Okay.
it might not help you, so it might not help the caster so much, but it might help the people.
Okay, so what I can do is bring down. Oh,
You actually have that prepared.
yeah, it comes naturally as a Tempest cleric.
Okay.
It's only 10 feet wide.
60
wanna-
feet long.
Yeah, so it's blowing in that direction.
You
So
can
you wanna-
effectively
So I
wall
can-
off, like, one
yeah.
part of the.
So just
I
imagine,
suppose.
in a shop, in a restaurant, you have those wind curtains. So I'm gonna drop down a wind curtain in front of one of the hardest blowing wind. So we only have another 2 to contend with instead of 3.
Yeah, that helps.
Also, Verity says he can bless people who will need the blast.
And then for
Blast is only attack rolls and saving throws.
Yeah,
Saving throws, that helps.
I guess.
Make a strength save or be blown away.
Why would it be a saving throw?
Because you're
Strength save.
isn't stopping stuff from happening to you generally saving
That's
throws?
magic.
No, like deck save to avoid falling rocks.
This storm is magic.
Those are not saving throws.
Oh, okay.
Shit, I don't have enhanced ability.
I have Resilient Sphere to protect someone from dying.
Well, you can cast it on yourself.
Guys, are you ready?
I have
so
no.
I'm pointing to the
Nothing I
map,
can help.
and then I'm going. All right, I'm going to put the wind curtain over here, which is gonna flank us to our right. I'm going to let the wind from our back sort of push us faster towards the port town. The only other wind that we have to deal with that is going to negatively affect us is probably the one to our left. If I'm not mistaken.
Who's being secured and tight roped and anything?
Everybody's being tied.
Is everyone tying themselves together?
Yes.
Oh, if I use enlarge on Arya, will she make an even better anchor or something?
Yes.
That's a good idea.
That is a very good
Alright,
idea.
so I'll cast enlarge on Arya.
Later.
Grow big.
Now,
But that is Sony.
When we get
Later?
out.
Okay, when we go
While
out.
we're
Like,
inside,
like,
she no longer fit out of the.
okay, so there's,
Wait, how long is it? It's an hour, right?
check your own spells, man.
Yeah, I know. It's not opening.
Enlarge reduce is only up to 1 minute.
it's fine. We have 10 rounds.
1
1
minute.
minute. 1 minute is all.
10
we
rounds
need.
It's
is
okay.
solid.
We'll dash.
Okay, so this is the plan, yeah?
Yes.
We will go above deck, and the minute the shield comes down, you cast, you make Arya bigger. Everybody's ready, and we run.
Alright.
Understood.
Okay, is everyone tied together?
Yes.
Yeah, with maybe a 5-foot slack.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Okay, that means you have restricted movement.
Yep. So we're in a line or cluster. So the smaller ones will be paired up with a bigger person.
Give me your marching order.
Who looks
Okay.
like
Verity will be at the
most likely to
front.
fail?
Guys.
Who's the front?
Verity.
The
Verity
horse.
and Rose can, because after Arya is enlarged, right? She can hold one more, I think.
I think it's Verity and Rose on the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Rose can be tied right behind the horse.
Exile can go with someone.
Okay, wait, if Verity and Rose are on Arya, they're not tied behind Arya.
No,
No,
I
they
don't
will
think
be
Rose
they will be
need to
tied
be.
to Arya. So
Oh,
you know
okay, tied to
Arya's
Arya.
yeah. So you know Arya's harness.
Yep.
Okay.
She will be tied to the harness.
Yep. We'll be tied to harness.
So pretty much we're securing everybody.
Who looks like the most likely to fail here?
It's
I have negative one
People
strength.
who roll slow, of course.
I too have negative one
Okay,
strength.
so who's after the huge horse?
Everyone? In a line?
Marching order.
Marching order.
Okay. So who's...
Do we
So
want to go in
Verity
2 by
and-
2s?
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
by 2 would work.
Yeah.
So it's Arya,
With Verity and Rose.
Verity, and Rose. And then I'll go in the middle. And then who else is here? Ahe.
Ahin Tia will follow you.
Okay.
Okay, I think Saya will go with Nerith. since he looks weak.
What about Sony?
Not about Sony.
Who's
Tony
got like
will be near an area.
who is strong?
Have 10 strength. About as much as you
I
can.
think about the same.
Because I think if we stagger the strong people in between the not strong people, it would work better.
Okay, I
Fire.
think Verity will not be on Arya. He'll stay down so that he can help anchor the not so strong people at
Okay.
the back.
Okay, so Verity's at the
Rose,
back.
you stay up there. Yeah.
Verity's at the back.
Yep. He's
Sony
going...
also has 10 strength.
Oh, Sony can go on Arya.
Okay, Sony and Rose.
No, don't need Nerif. I would think would be
Nerif is
more pressure.
10 strength as well, right?
I think Sony
Sony.
and be on top.
I wouldn't worry so much about Sony, but yeah, up to you guys.
Okay, this is what Verity says.
Sony and Rose, I think it's better if we secure you with Arya.
Oh no, do I have to sit next to her? I mean, I'm sure the wizard will be in more danger.
You have to put differences aside. This is life at stake here.
I don't mind.
What's Ahe and Tia's strength scores?
Ahil is pretty solid.
So
Tia has a strange way of being alright in situations like these.
okay, so Ahe, Tia, and I will be in the middle. I think Sahil can be here. I mean, one after the horse. So Nerif can be here after the horse,
Alright.
and then Sony can be here in between Ahe and Verity.
Oh my gosh, where are your tokens? Okay, let's get Sony's token and Rose's token and okay, Alara's token is there, Verity's. Okay, Verity is behind. Okay,
Yeah.
No.
Ail's there, Tia and Ahi are fine. Sony is what,
Sony
on
is
the
on
horse
top.
with Rose, is it?
On a horse, yeah.
Okay. Nerif is behind the horse.
Yep. With Sile.
Yep.
Okay.
So everybody's covered, right?
Yep.
Okay, this is how we go.
Here and Verity's in the rear end. Okay. All right. Any other preparations? Okay. So the rope is tied from Arya to Sony and Rose, and then any other rope tying?
So, okay, let me just Arya and Sunny and Ro, and then Arya to Nerif to Sile,
Okay.
and then Alara to Sile, Ahe to Alara, Tia to Ahe, and then this train.
Are you drawing the
Okay, that's fine.
line?
Yeah.
So you all have only as much movement as Arya.
Yep.
Yes.
He
And
has
she
a
can-
lot of movement.
And Margin Arya.
And then Alara goes to Verity. Verity, I understand that Arya will listen to you. I think you do need to tell her not to go so fast in case, you know, she drags all of us on the ground, because that's kind of dangerous as well.
Verity nods and he mentally speaks to Arya. He says,
Do keep pace with everyone. You will be enlarged, and you're the only one who will be keeping us in place. We are counting on you, Arya.
The weather is scary.
Yes, it is, but you have to brave through it.
I'll do my best.
Our lives depends on you, Arya.
and then he gives her a little pat on her mane.
I'll be right behind you.
All right. So
Does
That's
Alara
all.
slap Arya with the good old calm emotions?
Yeah. I'm gonna put.
I mean, it's a concentration. She needs that for gust of wind.
Yeah, I can't. Damn it! No.
It's okay.
Can't emotions. Okay, are we ready?
Wait, how big does Arya get when she gets big?
She's
You-
large, right?
Plus, she's huge.
Ooh, okay. I can't help her with the resilient sphere then. Carry on.
Ouch.
I think resilience sphere on Verity.
A resilience sphere stops them from being able to move though, so think
Oh.
twice before you use it.
They can
okay.
move, but half speed.
Yeah, we don't want half speed. We want maximum speed.
Yep. We want to get there as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
Okay, you all move out. Both of you make perception checks with a disadvantage.
Who?
Both of
All
them.
of you.
Plus,
All.
Perception.
I have a bad perception.
Give me one moment.
What's my
22.
perception?
Oh, not bad.
Oh,
It's a 6.
Alara with this. Okay, disadvantage got 22. Alara, you make up with the wind whipping everywhere and like the horizontal motions and occasional jolts of electricity and storm clouds. You make out strange foreign shapes as well.
Are they city shapes, town shapes, or moving shapes? Moving like attacky shapes.
Let's see, Alara. It looks like this.
Rosa also got a pretty good score.
You know what Verity roll?
Oh.
57 page, right?
How far
rolled
away
it.
is it?
Uh-oh. Hey, wait, Verity has 8 wisdom too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah!
So he has
friends.
0 technically. He rolled a 0.
Oh my god. How far is it?
You can see them within the storm. They moved around, but like now that you have spotted them, you can try and avoid them.
Okay, I'm definitely going to urge Arya to avoid them. I'm going to
I have to
tell.
roll for Arya. She has her own
Yeah.
thing as well.
So I'm going to tell Verity while Arya is rolling.
Yeah.
Be wary, and then I point to the specific areas where those looming things are. Over there, and a bunch over there. Those are probably elementals. Probably. But we want to avoid them, definitely.
To Arya, she notes and she seems a bit fearful of them. It's very big.
Well, if we make it
That's
back,
okay, you're big now too.
if we make it back into the town, we should be able to be fine. But point is, we have to make it there.
It's alright as long as we can dodge them.
Okay. Verity, make me a survival check for Arya or stealth with advantage, your choice.
Okay, let me have a look.
Because she now has to navigate in addition to
Can-
trying to move forward.
Can I pass without a trace as Rose?
You can. That will give plus 10 on stealth checks for everyone.
Alright, then I
Yes!
will do
It's
that.
30 feet though, which is
I don't
oh wait.
think
So it won't catch the people at the back.
it's okay. You
Yeah, don't worry.
do it.
Who is?
Who is doing this?
Who are the people in the back?
Verity and well,
Who did
maybe
that?
Verity.
Hmm. Well,
30-foot radius.
well,
Do it.
Do it.
yeah, okay, I will
Then
cast
Arya
it.
will roll for stealth. Which is... I don't think she has any proficiency, right? So I'll just take the plain thing.
You never taught her how to stealth.
I don't think she has any
She
proficiency.
has plus 10. She'll be fine.
I'll just put... Oh shit. Shit.
The absolute minimum is 11. We'll be fine.
I typed it in the wrong channel.
Oh, damn, nice.
Okay.
26 total.
Oh, okay.
Right. So the any more preparations?
No.
We're good.
Okay. So all systems go, everyone. Go, go, go. Hustle, show. And the shield around the ship drops, and immediately, like the sails, the cloth sails, fortunately they have been taken down or they have been torn right off. As like there's like horizontal water and wind in everyone's faces as people like Some people topple over, some continue crawling onwards, and some like anchor themselves and continue trudging forward. It's your group moving now.
Rarity will speak calmly to Arya.
It's
You cannot speak calmly to Arya. Your voice is
Mentally.
just
Mental. We have
Oh,
mental
right.
connection.
no connection.
Telepathy.
What do you say?
take it
Sorry.
slowly, Arya. We'll be fine.
Arya takes her first step off the ship gangplank and like steps onto like a slippery volcanic rock. She barely keeps her grip as she starts moving. Alara, are you doing gust of wind?
Yep. So I'm protecting us from winds from one direction because that's all I can do.
Okay. Rose, do you have Pass Without Trace on?
Yeah. Sorry.
Sony and Larch?
Yep.
Okay. Right, the wind's buffeted over you, soaking you to the core almost immediately, even strapped on as you are to Arya, and like her mane is immediately a mess, but you can't hear any of the complaints over the roaring wind. Meanwhile, Alara generates wind of her own to like redirect the hostile forces away. Alara and Verity make a strength check or athletics check with advantage because you're supporting each other.
Okay.
Athletics should be a +7.
Strength check, right? Or athletics?
So it's a 26 in total.
Oh, okay. It's a 4.
It's advantage, 14.
Oh, 14. Okay.
26 in total.
14.
All right. Verity, you make up for Alara's lack of physical strength by like guiding her along and keeping the wind wall up.
All right.
What's Arya's move speed?
Her move speed is,
Super fast.
let me see, 60 feet, but like now she's gonna walk 30 feet.
Because the
Okay.
slowest amongst us is 30.
Yeah.
Right, you progress
but
30
because-
feet for this round.
Yep.
As you step forward and like others are gathering off the gangplank as well, as you take your first steps off into the incredibly lush and treacherous horizon of volcanic rock and molten flows, hardened tar, and water just running and pouring down everywhere over you all.
Stand strong, everyone.
Okay, that's the first round. Second round, stealth checks again and athletics checks again for the two.
Stealth for Arya.
Yeah.
Advantage?
Athletics.
No advantage for Arya.
Natural
But athletics, yes.
20. Natural
Arya got
20.
a 24
Very nice. Very nice.
+7. Barry, he got a crit. He got a 27 on his athletics.
Too strong.
Alara crit 2.
Strong.
Okay. Alara, you have the highest passive perception in this group. You notice that some of the other groups getting off and trying to divert around don't have as much luck. One of them attracts the attention of one of those things in the storm, and it starts attacking.
Oh no, but I don't know.
Can we hear /see or do we just
What's all your passive perceptions?
9.
Passive perception
15,
9
it's
sees
15.
nothing.
so we just keep walking in front?
Yeah, she's gonna
Okay, Alara, you're the only one that notices this.
she's gonna see this, but she also knows that if we go and help, we might call the others. So it's better if we get to shelter, ask them what's going on, see if this happens a lot, figure out if they know what's gonna happen, and then run back
Okay,
out.
they're being attacked right now, so you're moving on.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, Alara makes an executive decision.
No. We got him, man. It's
Okay,
raining.
second round. Third round, stealth again and athletics with advantage. Just like, and Alara, you notice the wind starting to shift direction. Also, with your passive perception, you start to hear like cracking noises, but you're not sure from where.
Cracking noises. Like thunder cracking or like breaking cracking?
Structural.
We keep moving. What is the nearest
Should we dash?
Okay,
house?
Verity, you managed to hold Alara as well.
Okay.
Like it's slippery beneath your feet, but you managed to maintain the hold while Alara maintains the wind buffer.
Whew, okay.
So what's the nearest shelter that I can see?
Okay, you look ahead and well, unless your eyes deceive you, there seems to be some sort of a stony building ahead that looks like it might be some kind of a harbor master's office.
She's going to thaumaturgy to the front, and say to the direction of the stony building. If we make our way there, I'm pretty sure it's some kind of shelter because that is where the harbor master went.
Oh, you didn't see him go there actually.
Huh?
Well, it looks like a harbor master's office, but you didn't see him go there.
Oh, right. But it
Then-
is a place which he probably went to because he answered and he can't have
How
disappeared
big
that
is
fast.
this thing? The stone house.
Looks big enough to fit your group, not including Arya.
So if we dispel Arya's enlargen and biggen, we can bring Arya in, right?
Well, the door was made for medium-sized things.
Right. It's cool.
It's okay. Verity can reluctantly dispel her.
Okay, so I'm pointing. I'm telling them that direction. Can we dash, or is it cannot?
Dash, you can dash, but you have disadvantages on checks instead.
Okay.
I think we should go steady.
Okay, we'll go steady.
Okay, round 4 of stealth and athletics. Okay, Alara, you feel the wind changing. Now, instead of the dominant direction from the north, it's now coming from the south.
For wind wall, can I move it?
A gust
You
of
have to
wind.
cast
Gust
it
of
again.
wind. So I have
You
to
have to
cast it again.
And
Let's
it's
see.
originating from you in a direction, so you have to like blow it. You don't draw the line. You
As a bonus action on each of your turns before the spell ends, you can change the direction.
Ah, easy.
yes, but it's still away from you if that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna push it to the dominant wind.
So it's like that. Or that.
Yeah.
Okay. Change direction. Everyone make your athletics checks and such. Alara.
Athletics.
Okay, Arya's stealth is 13.
Verity has been on point with
Oh
that.
my god, it's another 10 and 3. Jesus.
One of those strange crackling things passes dangerously close by.
Oh gosh.
And
Buddy.
doesn't seem to notice you all.
Ah.
How large is the crackling thing?
I put the image up.
Oh gosh.
God, it looks huge.
It's
Is
big.
it huge?
Yes. Which is probably why it missed you all.
Ah. Okay.
Oh, that's why Arya has to roll because
Alara is
she's
steadying. Alara is being steadied by Verity as you get close. The harbor master's office seems about 100 feet away now.
Let's go there as soon as possible. Arya,
She
I might
nods.
have to
Okay.
bring you back to
Early,
face-to-face.
Verity. Now all of you hear a severe cracking sound.
Uh-oh.
And you
From
can
in
see
where?
one of the further buildings with like some kind of a taller like a decorated roof. The entire roof is blown off. made of thatch or some flimsy material and comes flying in your direction. What do you should do about this?
It's made of what?
I'm concentrating.
Shield.
Can I just fireball it?
You
I want
can.
to fireball it.
In the storm.
Wait, if
But
I'm
you get-
concentrating, I can still cast a
You can
non-concentrate
cast-
spell,
yeah,
right?
You can cast non-concentration spells. Oh, how large is the
It's a whole roof coming at you.
Okay.
of a big building or a small building, or a medium-sized building?
Somebody's house like that, not very well built, obviously.
Okay.
How
the
big is the
substance
roof?
Flammable?
Huh?
How big is this
Uh,
roof? Is it gonna hit everyone?
Okay. Take the roof off a terrace house and throw it at your group.
So it will hit most of us then.
It's gonna hit all of us.
Can Verity dash to the middle of the group and do shield?
Can I'm
Shield won't really help here because this is like
I might. Okay, tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask Arya to dash for a bit to get us out of harm's way, because looking at the
Guys,
trajectory.
I have a plan.
Okay.
What's your plan?
I have this spell. It's called Levitate.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
It is less than 500 pounds. I can just stop it from falling, and it'll just
Yeah.
stay,
That roof
it'll
is
just stay up. You know,
500 pounds is not much.
it has, but it has to be within 60 feet of me. before I can-
500 pounds is not much.
Yes, but it's made of like. It depends on what it's made of. Is
It
like
might work.
straw?
it looks like wood and thatch.
Okay, 230 kilograms or less.
I'll do my best.
Anyone else has plans in case Neri fails?
I only have shield stuff, which I don't think is helpful in this situation.
Actually, no, I have a better idea. Because fireball's range is further, so I'm just gonna throw a fireball at it first. Maybe
Okay.
it'll make it lighter.
Oh, okay.
All right. Roll damage.
Give me a sec. I need to cast it as a level 3.
Uh,
Poof.
20. Oh, it auto-calculated. Yeah. 23. Your fireball explodes and incinerates like a good portion of it, so it scatters off into many parts. There's still a chunk coming towards you, but it's a lot smaller now.
Okay.
Alright, so now if the small chunk comes, then I levitate it. Ah, I'm helping.
It's good. It's good.
Is good.
Okay. How do you do this levitation as a chunk comes flying towards you?
I will hold. I'll draw a card from my deck,
Mhm.
and then throw it up in front of me, and then it spins, and then energy begins to highlight the thing that's flying towards us, and it stops descending, and instead it goes up by 20 feet. It's still maintaining its horizontal trajectory though.
Yeah. Okay. It's held there levitating buffeted by the storm all around it, and it's starting to disintegrate with the storm around it. But the danger is past, and you all proceed another 30 feet or so.
Okay.
70 feet remaining. Stealth and athletics checks.
Yep. Athleticing. Come on. Be good. Be good. Okay, 17. Oh wait. Yeah, 17.
Arya's fine.
Oof. 4.
This time it's Alara that supports Verity.
Yep.
As like they stumble to get nearer.
Yep. He was trying to shoot you guys, and then he lost some footing.
The chief
Okay.
grabs onto his arm like, we got this, bro.
The water is splashing all around, and like all of you are soaked. As the wind continues to howl and rage around you. And then you noticed near the harbour master's office by the side, a structure which you thought was a fallen off part of roof or such, there appears to be a candle.
Candle?
Like for a dog?
Like a big one?
There's something strange about the design.
I look at it and I
So it is moving.
thaumaturgy out. It's a bunker.
How big is it?
Like, it looks like a dog house, but there's some. Okay, actually, Alara, I'll say because of your. It looks like it was made for something that could possibly also swim.
A seal?
How large is it?
A dog house.
Hey, that guy.
Actually,
Yeah,
it looks to
yeah,
be
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's bigger than medium size.
Huh.
Something that can
Next to
swim.
the house.
Yeah.
Okay. How's the house doing?
The harbor master's office seems quite sturdy, actually.
We are going to go into the
I will ask Arya to go into the kennel.
Arya to go into the kennel. Oh shit. Okay.
I'm not sure because you say it looks like it's gonna fit like a swimming thing. So
Yeah. So I might go with Arya to check it out.
no. We go into the
You're
house.
70 feet away.
Okay. Yeah. So
We
I tell
go
them.
into the house.
I tell everybody. We're still going into the house.
All right.
Make your you all move forward. Like, the thing seems to be less troublesome now, but as you get near, a creature emerges from the dog house.
Okay.
Is it the same looking dude?
We see it.
Okay, you know that stupid thing in Singapore that they call the Malayan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's attacking you.
Uh-oh.
Can I?
Then there's like a little translucent chain around it, attaching it to the candle, and it makes a low growl.
He has an attack.
That's a good idea too.
It's just-
Well, like it's kind of like stuck to within 20 feet of the candle
Okay.
or so.
So we keep moving.
and-
Everybody can see it, right?
Yeah, but it would block the entrance to the harbor master's office, presumably.
What we can do is we break the chain so that it flies away.
But it's not really flying now,
Do you know
right?
it will get flown away?
I don't know. Is it looking like it has trouble in the storm?
Okay,
It just came out, right?
this is an image.
It just came out, right? So
It just emerged from the tunnel.
yeah, but does it look like it's getting blown away, or is it super secure?
I'm sure it's not a chihuahua.
No, it's a giant merlion, yo.
Imagine this large size.
Coconut.
Image now.
Oh my gosh. What is this thing?
Okay, but smaller than
It
that.
it has a tail, so it's gonna have problems.
Can swim in the water.
Okay, so we're
I
gonna move
can
forward.
command it to flee, or
Oh,
like
yeah, you can do that.
to growl for like a round until we get into the room. I'm not sure.
Or
Depending. If you want to
rather-
go a pacifist route, or
you can ask them to go back in its
Just tell it
house.
to sit.
yeah, I can command it to sit.
Does anyone have animal handling?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Verity should. She has a dog.
don't
I
think-
mean, a horse.
I don't have proficiency in it, but I do have a +5.
I think it should be the people in front. So like Sony.
Rose.
Sony,
Well, hang on.
you have a lot of charisma.
Animal handling
Animal
is
handling is
wisdom.
always-
Ah,
Yeah, it's a wisdom.
How much are you guys' animal handling modifiers?
I have a +5.
Hang on.
Sony Rose.
Rose has 3. And Sony has 2. What?
What?
Well,
None of us are proficient.
And Verity is a bit too far, to be honest.
yeah. Like
Can-
anyone
Can
else
you
is too
sing to it
Wow.
or dance? I don't know. You're a performer, right?
Okay. Firstly, do the three people in front know any? Do you know Equine, or rather the primordial Equine language?
I do.
But Alara is like
Very
kind of
far.
in the middle.
I
Oh, I
have
know.
primordial
Yeah,
in general.
Primordial includes everything. I think.
Okay, actually, Alara with thaumaturgy can be made herself heard.
Okay, would Alara like to try?
Yeah. We're still 70 feet away from the house, right?
You're 40 feet away now.
Ooh, 40 feet. So, as soon as it hits 30 feet, I'm going to tell the nice kitty, down. Like, sit. I'm gonna call out a few commands and see if it works because it's really loud and thaumaturgy means I'm shouting.
Okay, shouting means you're barely able to be heard. Okay, so make your animal handling check.
Okay. Please work. Me. Oh, nice. 24.
Nice.
It growls a bit, but it does like sit down.
Aw.
I call back. Good lion thing. And then we move forwards. What's it doing? Like, I'm keeping an eye on it.
It sits there watching you with some wariness, but does not seem to be making any hostile action. Then you come to the final problem. The harbor master's door, the door to the harbor master's office seems to be locked from inside.
Anybody got lockpicks?
Not
You
high.
asking a paladin?
Anybody got
I got adamantine javelin, but it will break the door.
Yeah, let's not break
Wait,
that
you
down.
took Hazel's thing?
Haze's thing.
He is going to request it during the RP, but
Yeah.
he's going to say because we are going to be in situations that we will need it a lot.
Hey, if she breaks the door, I mean, if he breaks the door, can mending fix it?
No.
Damn it.
Well, like
Like if we
over
break the
many
hinges?
applications, maybe.
Okay, because it's a very heavy door. Okay. And
It's just sad. Okay.
anybody else has anything? Oh shit.
Well, I can look through the keyhole. Is there a keyhole?
You would have to be untied, and it's a bit tricky.
Can we huddle? Because we do have 5 feet slack in between each other.
Yeah, we can all huddle together in one
And
in a
then-
group.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'll move the wind wall so it's diagonal.
No, actually, me getting inside doesn't really help.
Okay. What? SK, you're getting near to the door. And
We
then
can
what
knock
are you
once we're
doing?
there. We knock.
Oh yeah. Somebody who's in front bangs on the door. Can I bang?
Okay.
I'm gonna bang on the door. Dish, 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 dish.
Right. Okay. Kip and Kang. You
We
there?
live here.
They live now.
Very here.
Kang, are you there? Kang,
Let us
are you
in!
there?
Dish, 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 dish.
Kang, are you there?
Kang.
I think it's. No, he disconnected.
I
so
think he has problem.
yeah,
or
he might be talking, but we can't hear him. I think the echo might be coming from Shah.
No, that's like I'm wearing headphones.
Hi, can you hear?
Okay, no.
I don't hear echo still.
Kang?
Right, I'm gonna mute myself and see. Is it my side that has the echo?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna do after you.
Hello.
Kang?
Hello.
Kang, can
Ah,
you hear?
yes, yes.
We can hear you now.
Okay,
you
I
hear
don't
me?
think it's my echo.
Okay, I'm gonna mute now.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Kang and Kip.
Hello. Anyone
up?
hear me?
Hi.
Yeah, we can hear you,
We
dude.
can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, someone else has the echo.
Is it?
Okay, Kang and Kip, you hear a loud knocking on the door from the opposite side, like outside of the building you're currently holed up in.
Okay.
I keep knocking on the door.
Let's take a little step back. Why are you in the harbor master's office?
Where?
we hear that there is a couple of new arrival that is coming through the harbor, like couple, not just one, couple of it. We try to get a heads up with the other guide people and see if we get someone willing to pay us. Apparently, well, the Storm Guardian hates us. So now we are just sitting here waiting until it leaves us. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yes.
All right. This is what you two know from your local knowledge. Right. So let me define this term now while I can. Just a second. Okay. So the Royal. Zendikar has a unique mana flow in the way that the land is wild and untamed. It's also affected by the Hedron network, which is a strange series of monoliths carved with runes that still hang in the sky of their own accord, supposedly like bits and pieces of ancient civilizations. And it has its own like flora and fauna, which has shifted and grown to accommodate the strangeness. These three elements combine to cause violent and erratic changes in the terrain. The land shudders and writhes, causing tectonic chaos, extreme weather, and sudden destruction. This whole volatility is known as the Royal. You have been in Afa town for a bit, and as of just yesterday, the Royal came into town and it's been causing general havoc, and people have taken down below to the surface and such. For reasons of your own, perhaps because the Royal season is when newcomers might need the guides the most, some of you have opted to take certain risks in the hope of employment.
And didn't know that the Royal is actually very, very angry today.
The Royal is unpredictable. It's hard to say if it's even sentient or anything, but
Yeah, but I mean, to us, it's like the way we envision it is like today is extremely angry.
So winds generated by the Royal turn debris and vegetation to funnel clouds, and over the water you can get whirlpools or waves that crash into high cliffs. It's a natural phenomenon of Zendikar that's one of the greatest threats. And right now you're hearing people knocking outside. What do you do or say?
I look through it and while I'm generally sitting down always, I look through it and see where is my little tea leaf is.
That sounds so wrong. All right. Anyway, I'm kind of slowly creeping up to the door from the knocking, trying to check out who or what's outside causing the knock. Maybe it's just the wind. That's what I'm doing.
I'm just gonna stand up
Yeah,
then.
you're chilling, man.
All right, the people knocking outside, what's Alara doing?
So
No one seems to be answering.
she's going to keep banging at the door, thaumaturgy, and she's going to go, I know somebody's inside. If you don't do anything to open the door, we're probably going to break it down. You have 10 seconds. 9.
Berlin, it's someone outside.
7.
Just open the door.
6. 5.
Oh,
And then
gonna take out
I turn around to
You
Nero.
seriously don't give my little tiefling, he's not a tiefling, my little goblin time to open the door.
I'm giving you time now.
Rose is going to take out a bow and arrow to shoot at the door.
Yeah, there's the
knob.
countdown. So what's the goblin doing?
Yeah,
Waiting for
I'm
the
doing the
countdown.
countdown now.
I'm gonna wait till the countdown is over.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna wait to hear a lot of commotion in starting to break the door down.
Huh?
Then as soon as I hear someone trying to shoot the door or bang the door, I'm gonna quickly open it.
I'm gonna stand away from the door because I'm assuming that I'll be sitting at the center where everything is chilling.
It's like, do So don't hear
Okay.
anything. I don't know
The
who's
door
inside.
opens suddenly, like as like Alara has like a weapon raised and Rose is shooting, and then okay. Tea Leaf, how are you opening the door? It opens inwards, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What I'm doing is the door handles on one side. Yeah, that's where
It
it's
opens inwards.
Yeah. What I'm doing is I'm running from one side of the door, jumping, grabbing the door, unlocking it, using my momentum to swing the door to the other side. So I'm behind the door and I'm hanging on the handle.
Okay. So you're behind the door.
Yes. And I want to keep very quiet.
All right, boom. The door slams shut and you're like sort of wedged into the corner there. You're fine.
Yep.
So when it opens, people all see one person inside's apparently standing in the middle of the room and just getting up. Describe yourself.
You want me to describe with my character voice, or do you want me to describe it as my normal voice before
Your
I get?
choice.
Character voice sounds fun. Yeah.
Okay, first
Darling.
question. Are you sitting at the Harbor Master's table?
Table? No, chair.
I mean, are you sitting behind his desk?
Well, I think there's no other chair over there, right? So yeah, I will be sitting there.
Okay. Go ahead, introduce yourself and your appearances and such.
Darling, what stood in front of you is some sort of a kind of monstrous looking but yet charming. Long hair, long dark hair, tall, with red robes covering him. His eyes is brick in color but reddish sometimes. Flamboyant maybe. What do you want to do? I am standing in front of you.
I mean, like, you have the initiative to say or do anything right now.
Darling, it seems like the royal is very, very angry. Do come in.
We rush in, and then I'm going to tell
Arya stuck.
Has
Arya's
yeah,
stuck.
has
Damn
Arya
it.
been dismissed?
Barry is going to say to Ara very quickly, I'll be summoning you back. For now, you stay safe. Then he returns her back to Arcadia.
Okay, Arya.
And Sony and Rose falls on their feet and runs in.
Okay, so there's a comical scene of like people attached by 5 foot of rope suddenly like jerking each other and like. One last strength athletics check from Verity and Alara.
Okay.
Advantage or
It's
normal?
terrible.
Advantage or normal?
A normal.
Normal one. 26.
Okay.
Verity saves.
Verity manages to shove everyone in before all the tangle.
And then he quickly closed the door.
You close the door
help.
and something falls off from the other side.
What?
Oh dear, darling.
Describe yourself, Kip.
Well, there's a. I mean, I probably would have let go, so I don't think there's the whole comical me holding on to the doorknob and saying,
There's something standing
"Long
there.
closed."
Verity looks at it.
We all look at it.
It's a very short goblin. You're in the darkness of the current inside of the harbor master's office. You probably are not sure that it's a goblin. From where you've come from, you probably think it's more like Rose, like a gnome, or a halfling of some kind. But it's a short, little boyish-looking guy with a hood over his head, like really obscuring most of his face. Has a scarf over his, pulls it over his mouth and nose. Kind of looks up at you guys with his tiny, a little bit disheveled look. Like he doesn't look fancy, like dressed out, like really well made clothes and stuff compared to the very flamboyant person you saw at the table. It looks a little bit like a little messy, to say the least. Looks a
And then
little bit like
later-
Nerif, surprisingly. There you go. There's the perfect analogy.
Okay. But and Verity would say, "Oh, you're the one who opened the door for us. Thank you very much."
Yeah. Well... Sorry, I still have the flamboyant voice in my head. Okay. He looks at Verity and he goes, "Think nothing of it. If you wish to seek shelter inside here, just keep quiet." And he
Right.
steps to the side.
Alara, while untying herself, goes, "Well, what took you so long?
Smaller than
You know that something is outside that you call royals, and obviously, and you explain it quite nicely, that it's royally paced, and yet you left us outside?"
Darling, to be fair, nobody is outside when the royal is pissed.
Except
And
for
usually
us.
when the sound is banging, is the sound of the royal banging the door, not someone alive, should say.
I don't think that
You do not think,
Big
darling, that people are still alive.
I don't think that whatever that is, it can bang the door. It will bang the house, and the house will break.
Darling, you
It's
might
alright.
need to
Wait,
stay here longer.
Calm down. Calm down.
She's.
Sorry.
I'm like
Wasn't
Calm
she
down,
saying words?
Roman.
pouring my hair, like squeezing water out of my hair.
Where all you are standing, like a puddle is just starting to like spread out. But the
Is there
puddle also drains
anything-
out because it seems like the way the house was built, the ground was carved out into little channels to drain itself out.
Ooh.
And
Verity
there's
will,
no carpets or such that will be easily flooded here.
I have
Is there a fireplace?
prestidigitation now?
Oh, there's no
Verity-
fireplace because
Dry.
again, people here didn't expect it to be very useful.
Mm.
The fireplace would provide a chimney from which water would flood the entire thing.
Press-
Fine,
Verity
understood.
will go inside
Yeah,
and
uh,
eat, right?
Yeah, and while he's checking through the outside windows, Burks is gonna look over to Alara. I mean, he doesn't know her name, but he's gonna look over to this blue lady, and he's gonna go, "Well, I apologize for opening the door so late. It takes me a while to inspect. You have a rather large group. Just wanted to make sure what I was letting in."
We apologize for the briskness. We're in quite a hurry. We're
No
exit
need
gone.
to. I understand. It's a terrible weather outside. No need to get.
Kyle, while he's been checked on by Verity, turns to look at the person sitting there. Are you the harbor master?
Darling, sadly, no. The harbor master took another way around to find shelter in this royal pain.
Okay, Alexander, you know the harbor master is a merfolk, so like this is normal weather to him.
Yeah.
He's probably out there inspecting the other ships or such, which well, perks of the job really.
And also, darling, he might be checking the ships. For all I know, this is his house. I come here just to take shelter. He can swim himself out of this situation. He's a good swimmer.
How long does this altercation usually last? The
Let's
royals?
say that it's hard to predict. It's been here for a while. I think it was 10 days. Was it 10 days, darling?
There.
I looked towards tea leaf and then asked him.
It's a little under a week. 10 days is a little bit of an over exaggeration.
Ah, okay.
So long. How could you guys survive?
When he's least pissed.
Verity looks around. Did they actually stop rushing?
Are you? Wait. Who asked? How do we survive? Oh no.
Rose.
Okay.
Of
He looks
course,
at
Rose. It's like, oh, it's so wet. Like,
Yuck!
he looks at Rose and he's like,
So stupid.
"You people are not from around here, are you?"
9.
yes. Is he shorter than Rose?
Painfully obvious because none of them have wet weather gear. None of them have like climbing equipment visible and all that.
Verity will stand and then he'll say, yes, we just arrived from Sigil. I am Verity. Well, party of the round of the harmonium. He puts out a hand to shake towards Tea Leaf.
Is Tea Leaf smaller than Rose?
How tall
This
is
is
Rose?
important.
How tall
Rose
is
is
Rose?
about 4 feet and a half.
He's shorter. He's 3
or
feet.
so.
He's 3 feet. He's 3
Tiny.
feet-ish. He's like 3 feet some inches. Yeah, he's shorter.
Okay,
than Rose.
tiny tots. Oh, she's 4 feet.
Yeah.
She's 4 feet flat. Okay.
Yeah, you're good then. Yeah, he's gonna go over to. Does Verity extend his hand?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's gonna just stay at his side and be like, "That's." He points to Movement and he goes, "That's the person you should be introducing yourself to."
Oh, but I want to know your name too.
You can call me.
Darling, he is shy. Don't worry about it.
What
Oh.
he said.
But what's your name?
You can call me Burks. My
Oh.
name is Burks Tea Leaf.
Nice
Whatever.
to meet you.
Whichever one you prefer.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for giving us entry. And then he turns to the vampire guy, and then he extends his hand.
I extend my hand as well. And also, I don't think you know me as a vampire yet.
We don't know you at all.
Yeah,
But
I know.
how do you? I mean, you do look like
I do
your
look
skin is a bit
vampire.
pale.
He has pointy ears. He's got
Yeah,
those-
yes.
I mean, the most that it would look like is he would look like an elf, right? Come on.
No, you,
Pale
he
elf.
walks
There you
around
go.
screaming
Like, he would
blah
look like
blah
a
blah.
vampire. Come on.
Come on, Verity. Detect good and evil.
To be fair,
Divine
your
sense.
detect good and evil doesn't work with this vampire.
Oh, it's not undead? Alright, nice.
Nope.
Oh,
No,
then
I mean
it's fine,
he's
then
not gonna
just
do
get
it
on
anyway.
with
He's gonna
that.
extend his hand to this pale-looking guy with sharp ears, with very flamboyant voice. Okay, is that?
Okay, here's the thing. Verity's from Sigil, so he probably knows that you're.
Yeah, he also knows your kind of
Knew that
people
there were
because planeswalker, man.
Vampires here.
Ooh.
Oh,
Planeswalker,
yeah,
planeswalker in Sigil is very common.
Okay, that makes sense.
He is gonna extend his hand.
He extends his hand as well to shake. The pleasure's all, darling.
Okay, Verity, the first thing you notice is the handshake is not as cold and clammy as the usual vampires would be.
Well, he's with a gauntlet. So.
Oh, gauntlets.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. He looks a bit healthier.
Verity's in full armor. Okay.
Looks healthier than usual.
Okay. He shakes it and he nods. It's like, glad to be of acquaintance. You are?
My name is Alexander. I put myself as Moment in the time, but not much people call me that often.
Would you like to be called Moment then?
It's up to your choice. Usually, the vampires call me that.
Vampires?
Vampires?
We are not vampires, so we shall not call you that.
No, don't worry. Those name is actually not a term in vampire. It's just a made-up term for me after so long of living. I'm just getting bored.
Oh, I see.
Here is a reminder that we should get dry soon.
Yes.
Oh,
I
I'm-
feel like we should leave soon.
Oh, and don't worry about the blah 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 biting your skin thingy. I'm not those kind of guy.
Right. That's what they all
I-
say.
I've seen
What it
your
is.
kind
Guys,
before.
tell us.
They are fine. They are fine. Reggie assures everyone. It's just different terms in different worlds. Coincidence, perhaps.
Coincidence?
Right.
I think not, darling, but feel free. There is much room for you to share. I'll be just sitting here until the harbor masters come back.
Alara is going to go towards them and then also hand out her hand in a shake to Alexander. And she goes, again, I thank you for letting us in. I am Alara Angelica Hildegard von Klaus Wagner. It's a pleasure meeting you.
I am confused.
We are new here and we would need a guide. You seem to know quite a bit about
This would be the
place.
perfect time for him to go like, oh, thank you for introducing all your companions.
Well, actually, darling, we are in a guild of guides that comes around and try to see if people who wants to go on a journey to find fortune or excitement that unsure of the dangers of the land require guides.
Okay,
We are
just a pause a bit. So
Okay.
to give some background to you and Kip as well. Right. So the most famous region for expedition forces is Seagate.
Seagate. Okay.
Yeah, Seagate in near Tazim is where the most famous expeditions are, named after the destination. So like Valakut, Pelaka, Akko, Murasa, and Balagat. The rivalry among them is legendary, and they have been known to sabotage each other's expeditions. But they also maintain property in various settlements for resources and such. So they have money. These are the big groups.
So basically, we are the poorest group of all. among all of them.
I don't know if you even qualify as a group at this point.
Yeah, well,
you're local.
we are very small people. We are very small people.
So you're not from one of these big groups, right?
Technically, no.
Yeah, because the big groups have the risk of they deal with each other as problems. Now, the smaller groups are free to operate as they will.
Okay.
We're more like the local bartender who's like, oh, you want a guide? I know just the people.
Yeah.
That kind of recommendation.
Basically, you don't get like a whole guild system of training and resources and all that. You're on your own.
We are our individual traits.
I see.
So we are chiefly.
Killing people.
Wait, what? I can't hear you. Sorry.
Does the guild just keep you from scamming people?
I think the bigger ones do. Truthfully, the smaller ones is just we deal with issues, surviving issues.
Like this?
We don't usually try to scam people because you have to understand, darling. People die in this trade-off. I mean, like, not people die as in like we killing people, is that the environment, darling, is really harsh on us. And we would try to make a living out of this, so it's more of a fair trade, you would say.
Well, she looks at Rose will look to Alara.
Well, we're going to need guides, not just two of you. Probably for the rest of the people in our ship as well.
Ship, you say, darling?
Yeah.
How
We have
much
docked.
is it?
How much? Like, out of character, you mean how many?
Yes.
Like how
Like
many
how much
people?
as in like how?
How many?
Well,
How many expeditions?
There are about let's see, 12.5 other people.
So about 20 people, 25 people total.
So I would say about another 2 or 3 teams. There's about 2 or 3 other teams. One of the teams were actually being attacked by one of your so-called royals. I do need.
They are being attacked.
Yes.
He's just somewhere at the back.
You sure that they are alive right now?
I have to
Well-
go back out to save them.
Verity,
Wait, our people are being attacked?
Verity, relax. There's nothing we can do. You saw how long it took for us to get from our ship to here.
But they are in grave danger.
They are, but we would be as well. So it's not something that we can control. We can help them later, probably. How do we stop them from going on this rampage?
We don't. Technically, we wait.
Verity
What?
paces around.
What's the longest time you had to wait before?
Out of character, DM, what's the longest time usually?
Today.
Let's see. Usually like the instability can last up to 2 weeks or so. Then usually doesn't sustain itself beyond that.
How far away are they fighting?
Only Alara knows, and she
Yeah,
certainly didn't tell
I
you.
ask.
Oh,
Well, the
probably
last time
about-
you saw them was there. You don't know if it's still there.
yeah. It was, if I remember correctly, it was like 2 rounds after we left the ship.
Verity is just pacing around.
So I give the roughly about the 2 rounds time. I mean
2 rounds
distance.
is 60 feet.
60 feet from the ship. It was about probably 60 feet from the ship before they were detected.
Can we see them from here?
No, man.
There are
we
no
can't see
windows.
shit.
The harbor master purposely did not build windows because those get blown in.
Also, with the wind and the rain, we probably wouldn't have visibility beyond 30 feet. If that is correct.
Darlin, would be was it like 2 week 2 weeks or 1 week that you say, DM?
2 weeks is usually the maximum it can sustain.
So darling, usually it would take around 2 weeks for it to finish getting angry. So I would like to ask, how many people being attacked? At most, yeah, at most.
So between
So I want to ask, yes, like 2 weeks, but I have to ask, how many people were being attacked?
I'm gonna say that is a group of 6, just to be
Oh, no.
safe, out of character. Or 3.
Verity starts taking the ropes actually.
Probably one
I
of the
can't
groups.
leave them out there.
Neither can I, but
You should listen to
They
your friends.
would
The
not,
blue one
none
seems a
of
little
them
smarter than you.
would survive.
If it was one people, I would able to save them. I'm truly apologize for this.
Why can't you save at least one of them?
At least one of them, yes, but we have to open the door and I have to see if I can see them.
Actually, moment.
What
We
kind
could probably save them.
The
What do you have
group?
in mind? How do you
How?
save them?
How do you?
And then
This is
Burke's
a
like
vampire.
Burke's like walks up next to Alexander, and he like whispers in his ear for a second. He's like, "Look, I think we could probably save their friends, but it would be pretty tough. But it's a good chance to get some extra cash, you know."
But and then he
Okay,
whispered
local
back,
knowledge. Things are considered elementals.
Hmm?
If you wanted to try and drive one off, like the most common tactic that people feel to employ as safe in us is summon a different elemental or opposed one that can distract it long enough to get out. Alternately, if it's an elemental source, you need to hit it with if you can hit it with a concentrated blast of energy or something, you may be able to disorient it or discombobulate it. But again, these are high concentrated blasts. Not everyone's capable of this.
Do you whisper anything back, my friend?
Darling, it is really hard, but I don't think our skill is up to the royal. Unless you have some very high magic, but up until now, I don't think you use high, powerful condensed magic
No.
yourself, darling.
I like to state probably about like 10 rounds has passed since Alara saw that.
Mhm. No, but
Verity paces again.
Clarity, I understand that you might you are feeling very anxious about them, but trust in your friends, trust in your comrades.
Darling, I can try to constant using my curse beam to try to hit it, but I'm not sure that's strong enough to sustain the wind.
No, you're right. It is. It's not. It's not something that can easily be done. And he walks away.
Moment size.
Do you know if anybody has tried to fight with it before? With any particular
Darling,
weapons
there are
or
actually there are actually ways to avert this royal problem, but usually it comes up with some very strong magic casters, either through condensed magical beam streaming through it that constantly, or if you are strong enough to summon opposing elemental spirit to try to fight off. But the royal, it is a very big arch elemental.
Okay, so what? No, the royal itself is the phenomena. Those things that Laura's talking about are the elementals in it.
Oh, the elementals. Oh yeah.
No one fights the phenomena, but it's possible for some to fight the elementals in it.
So okay, so technically you can use an opposing elemental to fight what is controlling the royal or high condensed beam, but usually it requires high magic casters.
Well, maybe we should open the door to see if there's anyone left to save.
You two also know the Harbor Master is capable of defeating elementals, but like the royal makes so many of them that he usually doesn't bother.
I see.
So yeah, a possible option is find the Harbor Master.
Shouldn't we first see if the people are still alive?
Verity will open the door and check.
we can
Even if you have to go alone.
we can brace the door so it doesn't like slam against the door or against the wall.
Make another
check.
gust of wind.
I'll check if there's
That's
anyone
my
out there that
last
we can
third
save.
level. I mean second
Verity
level.
sounds very sad.
What do we see?
Someone opening the door?
Verity is opening the door.
Okay, Verity, make an opposed strength check.
Okay.
As I mentioned before, I asked if anybody would like to hold the door to brace it.
They make the opposed strength check.
Yeah, Verity is the best person to be doing this.
Okay.
Strength, right? My strength is a +4.
Strength.
Just pure strength.
Yes.
Strength.
22.
Nice.
22. All right, you manage to stop the door from immediately going into the wall. As like immediately there's like horizontal rain and wind coming in and scattering things around and like
And he closed
blowing
the door.
Is he outside or inside?
He's outside.
Uh,
He's trying to check.
okay, Verity, make another strength check. Athletics this time.
15.
Well, I couldn't see anything.
Can we see anything? I don't know.
I mean, Verity, your visibility is very poor right now since you closed the door. So like no one else can see anything also, and you can see the dog house and the creature starting to stir again now that again an intruder has been detected near it.
Mm-hmm.
You are moving at half speed because of the weight of the wind and rain, just trying to right yourself up. And then it looks at you and starts growling again.
He's not going to try to not to approach it, and he'll.
I mean, you're reachable by the length of the chain.
Okay.
Do you do anything?
He will try to calm it down by repeating what he heard Alara say.
Handle animal check.
Shit, it's not good.
You can
What
do
is
it.
animal handling?
Wisdom.
So wisdom.
I think he doesn't have animal handling. I can't remember. I think so.
But you have a horse.
Doesn't mean you have
It,
animal
it, that horse doesn't need because like it has telepathy.
Okay.
Just listens to you
I
regardless.
don't think Verity has animal handling. Can someone check?
I don't think we can see her.
Yeah, we can see her.
see his shit.
Let me try. Verity has
-1, right?
What?
no, he doesn't have animal handling, so it's -1.
Yeah.
Cause wisdom, yo.
9.
As a proponent for Team 8 Wisdom, I approve.
Roll initiative.
Oh my god.
Shit.
What is? I think it's +1.
Can you run back
Zero
in the
initiative
house,
should be +1.
please?
Pog.
Wrong.
Obliviate.
You need the hashtags, yo.
Anyway,
Verity, you go first. It's hostile now.
The hostilities. Oh.
The rest of you can hear sort of growling outside.
Alara is gonna run out. I say run, but she's going to go.
Verity's gonna be fine.
Okay, Alara, make a strength check.
But before that, she's gonna ask somebody to hold the damn door. She's gonna ask Ahe to hold the damn door.
Okay.
Ahe, hold the door.
Okay, Ahi
Close.
holds the door.
I need you to close it when I leave. Okay, thank you.
Hodor.
And then she books it, and then she goes outside. The wind and rain
Ahi
in her
opens the
face.
door and it's with make your athletics check, Alara.
Oh my god! And then she flies away. It's a 15.
You're fine. But here's the thing, Ahi closed the door and he's outside with you now.
Oh god. Fine. So she sees this happening, right? She sees the lion boy, and then she's
Hostile now.
she's looking at it and she's going, good kitty. Like she has a trident out. And she's doing that hand thing where she's like, calm down. Good kitty.
Animal handling with disadvantage.
Oh my god. Okay.
Verity is not being
9.
aggressive at the moment.
9 does nothing.
Yep. Okay, you have roll your own initiative.
Oh yeah, okay. Boop.
Okay, Alara, your go. Initiative round.
I will sit Sony out of this.
I'm going
Sorry, I missed
to.
a lot, by the way.
I'm gonna hit it with a. Wait, before that, I have to read calm emotions. Like, it's anything, any creature hostile. So I'm gonna hit it with a calm emotions.
I think calm emotions is humanoids.
It says any creature. You can make a target indifferent about a creature of your choice. Hang on.
No. The first part. You attempt to suppress strong emotions in a group of people, each humanoid.
Okay, cannot.
Who else wants to join in?
Rose will join.
Okay, Rose, make your strength check.
Strength. Just pure strength or save?
Pure strength.
Oh wait, no, that's not Sony. That's supposed to be Rose.
Is
supposed to be Rose.
is there anything around the doghouse that is sort of like a pillar or something that I can take the chain and sort of run around it to wrap it around?
As in the chain is joined somewhere inside the doghouse.
Yeah, but I'm going to drag the chain to make another choke point, so it can't run that far.
You're going to go. I mean, the chain's around its neck now. You're going to go up to it and try and grab. Nah, it's blocking the rest of the chain. Like it's sitting inside it. It's like sitting in front of the doghouse, and the chain goes inside the doghouse.
Verity is going to use command if it's when his turn.
Okay, so Rose, you open the door and
I get blown away.
the door slams into you for 7 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Smashes you against the wall.
Ow!
Oh,
The rest of the people see like a standoff, like between the horizontal rain coming and like, Alara and Verity facing an angry merlion.
Burks is gonna slow clap to that.
What the hell is that for?
Burks and Alexander, you know that this is the guard hound / weird merlion thing for the harbor master.
Yep.
It watches
I-
his residence.
I ain't fucking with it.
Sheriff, are you involving yourself?
No, I don't think I want
Mm,
any of
Yeah, I think you should just
okay,
settle
bullshit.
whoever's in
Okay.
initiative. Everyone
Is it
else is-
is it still my turn?
Okay, so what's Alara doing?
She's going to thunder wave that thing back into its hole.
You are aware that you're standing right next to Ahi and Verity.
Hang on.
Thunderwave all of them into the water.
Oh, sweeps out of you. Okay, never mind. Okay. I'm gonna use my action to tell Ahe.
You don't need action to tell Ahi stuff.
Can I run around? Like, I'm gonna dash action around the doghouse. So I'm going to call it. Gonna be like, hey, look at me! And then I'm going to run around, get its attention, and sort of go around the doghouse. So I'm gonna lead it around the doghouse with the chain. I mean, it's going to drag the chain by itself, but I'm gonna lead it around the doghouse.
Animal handling with disadvantage.
I mean, could it be more of an intimidation check?
20!
So disadvantage is still
9. And if it doesn't listen to me, I'm gonna throw a thing at it.
I mean, that's... you're reading an action, but you can't throw a thing at it because you're behind the doghouse now.
No, as in I'm gonna call it first, and if it's not following, there's no point.
It's not its turn. It can't do anything. Right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's my turn. I'm behind the doghouse now.
Okay, Verity, your go.
You're behind the doghouse.
Yes.
I'm gonna command it to sit.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Wisdom save, right?
Yep. DC 16.
It failed.
Yes! Okay.
Okay, but I mean,
And
it
he's gonna
only
add
sits
some-
on its turn, so that's your action.
Yeah, he's going to move away from it.
Okay, you continue moving out into the store.
He wants to see what's going on. Yes. He wants to see if there's people out there still needs help.
Okay, your visibility is about 15 feet away right now.
Shit, that's even less than what I thought.
Well,
As in your visibility, you can make out like the big elemental stuff, but on like finer details, hard to make out.
finer details. Okay.
Right? So Verity is moving out. It's the dog's turn. Well, the merlion's turn. It sits. Alara, what do you want Ahi to do again?
Just hold it.
Door?
Well, the door is now open, so I'm gonna tell him to close the damn door
Ahi closes the door.
and get in.
He goes in and closes the door.
DM, I want to ask.
Yes?
I do know the harbor master is now currently outside, right?
Yeah.
But do I know that will he be underwater outside checking the dogs, or will he-
You're not sure where he'll be.
Shit. Darling, there seems to be a little bit predicament here.
Okay, you know the harbor master can he has a limited area he can go through. So either here or the warehouses or like the piers.
Mm-hmm.
Or in the really, really bad days, he just gives up and goes to the tavern.
Oh, so I would not know which day is it today.
Mm.
Hmm. The problem is I have limited amount of spells to search for everywhere. So I'm just gonna chill.
Okay. Rose, what do you do?
I'm not unconscious, right?
Oh, you took 7 damage.
Um, how far are they from me?
Huh? They're outside the door.
Yeah, how far away?
The door is closed.
Oh, damn. Ah, well, this is
Sadly,
harder
all
than
the battle music I want to link is way too epic for a single guard door.
Exactly. It's like, what the hell? I don't want to kill the dog.
Alright.
I mean, the
It's
kitty.
best not to kill the harbor master's
Yeah,
pet.
let's not kill it.
I I don't want to die so early.
Don't worry about it. You know what? Stay inside. I am
Yeah.
let two people
chill with
deal with it.
Aaron.
Like, chill out.
Go to the wizard and be
Go-
like, why are you doing anything?
Go plan
Well,
some shit.
well, maybe I'll use speak with animals and then I'll try to yell at the dog from the door to leave them alone. Would the dog hear me though?
That's a good question.
Can I stay at the door? That's the thing.
You can stay at the door, yes?
Oh wait, no, the door and the dog is about 70 feet away. I don't think I can
Huh?
yell to
No,
it.
no.
What?
It's,
No,
no, it's right
no,
outside.
it's just
No?
outside. Yeah,
The door's right outside.
the
Yeah, it's right
70
outside.
feet
Okay.
away is the big bad thing.
Alright. Okay, I'm just gonna use speak with animals and then stand at the door and try to yell at the dog. I'm gonna tell it, please don't hurt my friends. We're trying to help our other friends.
Okay, first I need to make a perception check to see if it hears you because of all the crappy weather.
Listen to me, doggo!
It manages to hear you. Okay, now you're telling it not to attack your friends.
Yes, because we don't want to hurt you, so don't hurt them.
A persuasion with disadvantage because you're trying to be like, you know.
Yeah, I'm yelling, but
you're
I'm
not-
like
No,
telling
as
it.
in you're not firm or direct.
Ah, 5. Don't know how to talk with dogs. I'm not dog person.
Okay, Alara, your go. The dog didn't come around to follow you. Alara, your go.
She went to pee.
Oh.
Yes, she went to pee.
The suspense.
Alara in pajamas.
I mean, I don't necessarily feel suspenseful at all. I'm pretty relaxed. I don't know what you guys are on about.
Don't worry, they'll get used to this. The dog actually is no harm.
I mean, it's attacking because they're strangers that are like within its territory.
Hmm.
Do these two guys know about the dog and how to deal with it?
Huh? They are familiar to the as in the dog considers them familiar because they come in and out of the harbor masters.
Yeah. So if I don't know, I guess if one of you guys goes out there and and things should be fine, but understandable. You don't wanna
I don't want to anger
You
the
wanna go
royal.
out
That's
into
the
the-
thing. I do not want to anger the royal. The dog is another thing. I do not want to anger the royal.
Isn't the royal just a storm? What do you
It
mean?
is
by
Because
just
that?
they don't
stamina.
want to expose themselves if they don't need to.
Yeah, which is understandable.
He's probably also afraid he might fail a strength check and get blown away.
You have to understand, the vampire is extremely weak. One fell swoop and he would fly away.
Well, you can fulfill all your flying dreams.
True, I cannot become a bat, but I can fly now.
On one hand, I want Verity to come back in. On the other hand, Verity wants to go and save people.
Okay, the dog is
I'm
there.
back. What I miss?
Your
It's your
turn.
turn.
Oh my god. Okay,
Dog-
okay. I'm
the
going
dog
to.
did not come around to the back.
Do I see Verity anywhere? Do I see him move?
Get it off.
He had it off. I'm going to go towards Verity. I'm gonna ignore the dog. I'm gonna take a wide berth and then dash to Verity.
Okay, make your strength check. Athletics.
Fuck my life. Can I use my Triton as like?
Nope, that's your athletics. That's all.
Damn it!
Sayo is twiddling his thumbs.
12.
Uh-oh.
Sayo is pacing around inside. Let me roll 1d8.
What happens?
That's fine. I just get bloody.
Getting flown away in a direction, I guess.
Dang it, Sile. Go out, save you.
Alara, you're being pushed more towards eastwards of your current position as you try and move.
Is
Which
that?
direction is Verity going?
Is that?
Verity's going northwards.
Okay.
As in, okay, I'm not using the actual direction, just saying like relative to where you are.
Yeah. So you're going to the east more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so from where I am, I'm probably gonna make a triangle. Okay, but I'm dashing towards his general direction. How far do I get?
Okay, so you are now like at a weird Pythagoras triangle thing from Verity right now.
Pretty much. Also away from the lion.
You're away from it now. It stops making noises.
Okay.
Okay. Alara. Verity, make a perception check with disadvantage.
You think he's good in the first place?
Oh my god.
This is why he had haze.
No, that's good! Wait.
No, it's not
No,
good.
that's disadvantage.
Oh no.
Disadvantage.
Alara, you notice one of the storm elementals coming closer. It might be wise to be discreet now.
Okay. So,
Do you wish to tell Verity about this?
yeah, so I'm going to, because I don't have any other way, I'm going to cast Ascending. Like, because there is no other way to do this.
What is your sending?
The big thing is coming at you. Go back quietly.
Both of you actually.
Okay. The
big thing is coming
the
at us.
big thing is coming at us. Time to go. That was just 10.
What does Verity respond? Oh wait.
Four.
Carry on.
We can get them later. Please, Verity. Don't be stupid. Okay, that
He's
is
not here to help.
okay. That's what I say.
Okay, what does Verity respond?
He's going to stop on his tracks. Can he see anything? He turns around. I mean, it's big,
When
right?
Alara pointed out, you do see a thing coming. Okay, I'll change the music to this. This should be alright. It
Lel.
represents the danger of the royal, not the dog.
Okay. He is going to... He takes a moment and say... Alright. That's all he says.
Okay.
Verity's turn.
Okay.
He's going to go towards Alara.
Can dash
Okay.
back.
Trying to like grab her so that they both go back to the
Okay, move both back.
yeah.
The dog growls again. You have approached the door now.
Growl
Can,
back.
Can we go in?
Comment, sit,
Wisdom saving throw.
16.
Oh my god.
It's developed a resistance.
But he walked.
get it,
Can I walk? Can Verity walk
The
past?
door is closed. It takes more than an action to open it.
Okay.
Dog's turn.
If he attacks, Verity will take it.
Same.
Let's see which one he attacks. Even is Verity.
Verity will use his protector fighting style if it
Okay.
aims.
He attacks Verity anyway. Bite attack.
Shield.
Does he want to?
Does 24 hit?
Oh my god.
He can reaction shield the both of them.
ATB after that.
25.
Okay.
Dodge.
And tail slap. Tail slap.
What is up with these rolls?
It's super
L
effective.
AC is still 25.
Yeah, 27 hits.
How much? I remember my HP is like 98 or 96. I think it's 90s. 98.
You take 7
96.
points of bludgeoning damage from a tail, and you need to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. My strength saving. Okay, it should be a 4.
Your strength saving throw is 4 plus your charisma of 5, so plus 9.
29.
Holy shit. Natural 20.
Okay, you maintain your footing. The dog is done. Alara, your go.
I'm going to bang on the door and try to open it. Go, 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 go. It's like, open.
Did any of you lock the door?
I think I had just closed the door.
Okay, the door opens. You get in.
And then I
The
scream
dog
out.
takes an AOO.
Yeah, okay, fine, that's cool.
Reaction. Wait, his shield
No, the
still
shield
with
is still up, yeah.
Ash. It's still a shield.
It's biting Alara this time. You used up your reaction already, so it bites Alara.
Oh,
Did it hit even with the plus 5 AC?
Yeah,
What
it hits.
Alara's AC?
Very low. It's 14 because I'm not using my shield. I
So
don't
it's
have it out.
19.
It hits with a
hits at
23.
Okay, cool.
Alright, pausing the music. danger
Alara,
zone.
you're bitten for 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Owie.
Oh,
Big pain.
And then you get inside the house and close the door.
Pretty much.
Okay,
I'm
Alexander
okay.
and Brick see like a slightly bleeding Alara and like a slightly battered Verity coming in, even more soaked than ever, and then the water washes off with blood into the gutters.
And then I tap Tea Leaf is like, I think you should go heal him. Oh yeah, Tea Leaf is not here. Shit.
You want to just ask him to take a rest.
An eventful walk.
Well, it was hard to see anything outside.
Verity will heal Alara with 12 points of heals.
Thanks.
Lay on hands. And he'll lay on hands himself as well. So back to full. Deduct 21. He still have 27, if I remember correctly.
Here, let me.
Sire walks up to you.
put that.
Verity, I don't think we can do anything about this for the moment. Let's just take a rest.
Verity will just nod very quietly and he's going to like take off his helmet because it's like wet, soaking wet and all that.
Yeah.
Pretty man, show us himself. Ha ha ha.
Eric is drying people as much as he can.
Dry. Okay.
Then he goes to a corner and he tries to check if everyone is okay.
Oh, Rose has taken damage. 7 damage from the door.
Alright.
Verity will go to
Rose
Rose
has a bleeding nose.
and like puts his hand on her shoulder and says,
I'm sorry, it's caused trouble.
and then he heals Rose 7.
Alara's going to look at Rose like, I know what happened to us, but what happened to you?
Where is Rose?
She BRB'd.
Oh, she BRB. Okay, I'm just gonna stare at her and then
Can you pause for a bit?
Okay.
Small
So what do you guys want to do while passing time here? Because I think this is as far as we'll go for today's
Yeah.
session.
pretty much Alara is gonna spend time with Alexander and what is his name? Burke? Burks to ask information about where they are. Pretty much what's the next step after the storm is over. She will give them what is the normal amount of payment. She's gonna ask Alexander.
What do we have as money?
I have money.
No,
Currency.
before
Don't worry
that.
about it.
Before
Same
that.
currency. Don't
Very
worry
cheap.
about that. Same currency.
Verity will actually tell you all that they are here on
Harmonium?
Expedition to seek runes of binding. I'm not sure if you have knowledge of it.
Can I
Do
make a
we
check
know about the
DM
binding?
for knowledge about it?
Okay. Arcana with advantage.
Ryokai.
Okay, I will not roll for it then.
Or just roll for it. You
Just
might get
roll.
20. Who knows?
You know? Okay, you never know. Okay, let's
Okay.
roll for it.
So some of the places that come to mind, the moment mentions binding. One of the possibilities are like with regards to some of the temples around, like in particular those of the merfolk, because they worship gods. They worship gods who are thought to have cast down like some of the previous civilizations or entities that once walked this place. So the temples are one. The next thing that comes to mind is the hedrons. The hedrons are strange diamond-like structures that are known to just like hover around overhead, carved with runes and such belonging to ancient civilizations. So to give you an idea of what a hedron looks like, imagine these things.
I know what a hedron looks like.
No, for the others.
Oh.
A hedron. So imagine these things floating around in the air.
Okay.
As in, some believe like they were part of ancient civilization, or a floating city, in particularly Emiria, the Sky Rune, thought to be like some kind of ancient
Some of
citadel.
them have entrances to go in, right?
Some of the hedrons are just like hanging bits of structures, but Emiria, the Sky Rune, is one of them, one of the ancient structures. So like temples or ancient structures related to hedrons. These are the first thing that comes to mind of bindings. Like, it's also possible that there's more local knowledge with some of the other, inhabitants of Zendikar, but the elves are tight-lipped. The vampires are tricky to deal with at best of times, and humans and the core, you're not quite sure what they know about bindings. You got that so far?
How do I spell the floating city again? Sorry, I don't know how to spell it.
Ameria.
Emeria.
Okay, so I
Oh,
spelled it right. No problem.
So the hedrons is just the possible. One of them is a possible Emerald Sky Rune.
Okay, basically, like there's one of the bigger things. It looks like a fortress that they thought is like an actual structure, but the hedrons can be found throughout Zendikar, just floating up there. So some people thought they are part of something bigger that just split apart, and then the enchantment that keeps them aloft is still active.
Some of them
Do they-
have rope bridges too.
Do they float away or always at the same place?
Random.
So
hard to
sometimes
say.
they float away, sometimes
feel
they
like
stay
it.
there.
I look at Moment and I give him a thumbs up and nod as if to confirm that I have information about these things.
Oh, okay.
All right, that is a good start. I think we'll just wait for this to blow over.
Yeah,
That's usually the plan here, darling.
we short rest. Or wait,
And then
did you say it would take like several days?
2 weeks.
Maximum 2 weeks.
But you're not sure.
Okay, so
sure.
we just start the
God.
process of resting and hanging out.
Yeah.
He might just go off tomorrow. Not sure.
All right.
Now, there are some guys crazy enough to take people through certain conditions. Those ones demand very high pay.
Do we have money to pay these people, or
Y'all don't have money.
Alara-
This is a
Alara
whole
Yeah,
different
so
campaign, yo.
that was what I wanted to ask. So
Okay, guys, how
You-
much of your 2,000 original starting gold do you still have?
I have 13 gold.
0 gold, exactly 0.
Sony has 0.
I can't remember what I got
You're
with my
terrible
original
at
starting
spending.
gold.
No, because Verity gave everything he has to
I
the
know, Verity, that's Verity. What's the rest of your excuses?
I
Well,
gave 50
magic
gold
item
to...
costs 2,000.
Yeah.
So like, it costs exactly 2,000 gold, and you gave us exactly 2,000 gold. I'm like, okay.
Okay, it's acceptable to pay in magic items too.
Nope.
Nah.
Well, I guess this is gonna be a very different campaign then.
Alright, goodbye guys.
Damn. We're
Don't
not
we have
getting paid.
don't we have sponsorship from, like, haven't we been given petty cash for such expenditures? Because it's unfair
who?
to ask one person to pay 2,000.
That is true.
I mean, the fee. I'm pretty sure the fee isn't 2,000.
I
I'm pretty
don't
sure-
think our fee is actually 2,000.
Wait, can we ask
How much
first?
is your fee?
Like-
Wait. Did the Fractals actually send us all out without any sort of like...
Rations, money, tools.
You
Silver
each
items.
have 20 days rations.
Okay.
You have like tools from climbers, kits to all that. But money wasn't something given because no one had any idea money would come into play here.
I have about 74.
Gavros didn't say anything about what kind of
You're
currency
assuming
they use.
Tavros paid for a guide.
No, I mean he didn't say
Yeah.
anything about like currency used
In
in.
mind, the last time he came here was quite a while ago.
Yeah, like from his knowledge.
Also,
He
I
didn't
think
say anything
he
about
works in... I think he works in favors and item trade.
Yep.
Ah,
So
well,
like there
we'll
are
do
other
just
means
that.
of bartering too.
So I'm going to go to Alexander, but I also see this conversation between Alexander and Burks often, and then I ask them. So it seems that you have a partnership going on. There's no particular leader for this team, I'm guessing.
Well, we already talked about the shares among all of us, so it will be a one-time payment. Or is it two-time you want to make it, darling? I look at Tea Leaf.
He
That
kind
wasn't-
of like.
That wasn't the question, though. What the hell, guys?
He was
I
like.
know.
He's an expert negotiator. Ignore the question.
Ignore the question. and,
Change the topic to what you want to talk about.
Oh my god.
He's like, all right, just to confirm, so I didn't hear it wrong. Alara asked who's the leader, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Burks is gonna point towards. After sighing, very audibly, he's gonna point towards Alexander.
And then Alexander immediately raises his hand and is like, "Oh, don't be like that, darling. You know we don't take leaders here."
We're partners.
So neither of you take responsibilities.
We
much.
take responsibility, but we do not leader. It sounds a bit harsh, too strict. Some might say less fun. We need more fun in our world.
I see. Well, now whoever makes most of the decisions, or both of you, we still need guides, and we still have a few more hours, if not days. I don't think I want to personally stay here.
I don't
4
want to stay here
days.
for more than a few hours.
At least find shelter in some of the other buildings. I don't know. Find a place to stay.
That would be actually more kind. Actually, yes, it's better that way, since you guys are not familiar with this area.
And what of your fees?
The fees?
Your fees?
My fees.
You know, the thing that you changed the topic of conversation to
Oh,
in the beginning.
How much do we pay you?
I do believe these two are willing to work for free.
No.
Or rather,
Are we going for our with our initial one?
Burke shakes his head. To lead them through the storm is it's not an easy task. It will cost more.
Hmm.
And are both of you going to just stay here the entire time?
No.
Until the storm passes, yes.
And
Usually until the
Unless-
storm passes.
Is this the norm?
and
Unless
will
you employ
This
us.
is, to be fair, darling, this is the norm.
this is our life now.
Throughout Zendikar, this is not the only thing that will hinder our journey.
can I see if the office has, you know, any trapdoors on the floor, because there's obviously no upstairs because it's just like a single story hut, right?
Low center of gravity is generally the best
Yeah.
here.
So I'm looking around on the floor.
Okay. It seems there is some kind of a trap door leading to a cellar, but it's currently locked.
I look at it and I go, how long have you been here?
Wait, how long have we been here? I think it was today, right? Because we hear there's.
I thought you
we
said
heard-
seven.
Wait, let him answer.
No. I'm asking.
Okay,
Lydia.
you were here like since yesterday or so, but the storm has apparently been here longer.
Okay.
Wait, what's the thing that you guys talk about just under a week? What's it
How
called?
long
The
the storm's
storm
been.
has been running
Yeah.
for a week, so I asked
Yeah.
them, how long have you been here?
Yesterday.
So you braved the storm from where were you exactly?
I would expect that I were in the inn before I came here.
Which inn? And is
The
it
inn-
close
the
by?
inn is in the town.
How far is the town?
Okay, the town is maybe another 300 feet or so away.
And do you know what's in there? And then I point to the locked trap door.
I never touch it.
Would you like to find out?
Not
Can
really.
you open it?
When you
Very
here,
safe.
For
I
a
think
price?
best not to open other people's residence. Please.
I look to Verity and I nod. I'm inclined to agree with Verity because that when you're here, we don't want to make any enemies. Does what is the person's name again? Like the foreman? No,
Harbor Master?
the harbor master. Okay, I don't know.
His name is Jeff.
Okay.
Really?
Have you seen the harbor master since? Because you've been here for a day and a half, and I doubt
He
that.
was here earlier, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So he comes back every so often. Yeah.
Yes, darling. Right now he's supposedly checking the harbor's ships, but I'm not sure. He sometimes goes to the warehouse. If you feel really, really down in the weather, we might go
He's
to the inn.
also one of the only ones strong enough to
Stop
deal
that thing
with
over
the-
there.
yeah.
And yet he's not doing it.
Because,
They
well,
make too many elementals, so he doesn't bother sometimes.
I see.
That's fair. I guess we wait until the harbor master returns.
We could escort you to wherever you wish to go. Yes, for a fee, of course.
Let's not
Is
risk
there-
anymore.
Usually, do you take any other methods of payment, for example?
Of course, if you handle treasure, magical items, we try not to have favors, but we have accepted some in the past. Yes. Usually, we prefer things in a more material form, if you please.
Since we'll be looking for several artifacts, perhaps there would be treasure and other riches for you.
There are
We also
treasure
take-
and other riches.
we also
we-
take that alternative as well if the people who pay choose to do so. The split
Yes.
the go.
We
the
forgoed the second half of payment for promise of the uncovered treasure before, but there will always and forever will be an upfront payment for our services.
And how much would that be?
Through the storm?
Let's say yes.
300 to 500 gold pieces upfront, possibly.
I think we'll wait here for the moment for the harbor master to return.
I knew it. I knew it.
Update, guys. I have 15 gold pieces from my
I have
background
13.
pouch of 15 gold.
Like 74.
Oh no, you're not supposed to have that
Oh, we don't
because
have the.
because we get 2,000 each.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have 0 gold. All right. That's cool. That's cool.
By the way, yep, it's intentional that this isn't that easy. If I throw you all the infinite money and all that,
That's true. That's true.
you have no challenges.
All right. So
Yeah.
Burks is gonna look towards Alexander for a second, and he goes, "So, moment."
Okay, but here's what Alara and the rest know.
Mhm.
Some other people on the ship do have money.
Well,
We can going back
That
up.
is
but we ain't.
nasty.
You gotta understand. We ain't going back out there because shit is happening.
Well, if the
And-
storm abates or something.
Well, if the
maybe we
storm
can
abates,
look.
yeah. But right now, Alara's like,
Just camp here until other people make it to this place, because
All
they're
right.
probably all coming here, right?
and alternatively, she wants to speak to the harbor master. So she's gonna be like, she goes. We'll wait for the harbor master to return. In the meantime, then she sort of paces around to look for some place to sit.
Nerif will play card games with the
You were
goblins.
saying, darling?
Nah. Would you like to help these people, or
I would love to help them, darling, but the thing is, if they want to go out now, they want to wait for it, it's up to their choice. We are here to guide.
this is
How
not-
much cheaper is it if we wait for the rain to stop? I mean, like, assuming that we don't just leave you all and just try to find our own way.
Are you asking that like out loud?
Yep, Rose is asking that out loud.
we usually ask people to pay us 100 to 150 gold pieces up front as the starting payment before we guide them.
Alright, fair enough.
That is our usual pay.
It's so expensive.
No, it doesn't matter. We're gonna wait till the harbor master gets back.
Okay, and I guess this is where we'll pause for today.
Yeah.
We were supposed to pause for today, like
Ages ago.
now.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
But
Pause for today, as in like I'm not progressing any further. You guys are just interacting.
Oh, I understand.
I play cards with Nerif. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'll go play cards with
I
Nerif.
teach you some sigil games.
You know what? Let's
Well
play
played.
poker with Neri. Let's play poker with Neri.
Playing cards.
Playing cards.
Sony's gonna dance behind Nerif to distract all of you so that Nerif can win.
Oh god, the fucking sensates, man.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna counter dance to that.
What?
Counter dance.
What is this
It's a
dance
dance-off.
revolution
Counter
bullshit?
charm. Counter dance.
This is actually a counter charm.
Counter
Yes,
dance.
it's counter
Okay.
charm.
So what's Rose doing?
Rose is pacing about and thinking, oh fuck, how are we gonna pay this thing?
What's
Can't we
Verity
just
doing?
Building
survive
rapport
alone?
with the-
What's Verity doing?
Is it the fedora, the head thingy, the long, like
Yeah, the one with
White
the
brim hat. I just call it a
yeah,
white.
the one with the brim, like my character
with the
in
feather. Oh no, wait.
Is it
yeah,
like,
like my character
Undertaker's
in
hat?
Hangout.
I call it a white brim hat. I don't call it a fedora because it's a shitty association.
Okay, so a brim hat, but my character has a red one.
Okay.
How is it not flown off in the wind?
I didn't
Has
wear
that
it.
logic?
Remember, I put it on the ground.
Putting it on the ground sounds the same.
Like every time the door opens, it just flies away. Okay.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you,
Thank
Michael.
you.
Anything else to ask me before wrapping up?
No.
I think we're
Look
good.
forward for
Nah,
next week when
I-
we hopefully the harbor master comes back.
I think Verity is just gonna
Let's
check
hope.
the rations and ask you guys to check your rations to see if it's gonna spoil.
Oh yes, I need to
It's
roll
wet.
for that.
Yeah.
What?
Roll for what?
Hey,
Verity
so
will ask you guys to check your rations.
so if I can control water.
All of
So-
you have lost one ration.
Okay.
Oh.
Lol.
I need to ask you later about specifics for shape water and getting water out of things like hair and clothes.
Yeah, you can dry yourself like Presty with shape water, I guess, but it takes time also.
What about
You know-
food? Like
Huh?
dehydrating
The
food.
food is gone. You don't remove water from it.
But can I?
It's mushed. It's mushed.
Like if this happens again.
Removing water from food doesn't unspoil it.
Yeah, but
Oh.
but if I wanted to
Yeah.
dehydrate something.
I would say like it has to be
Gotta hit it
it has
with
to
a
be
blunt.
available water, not like internal content.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Also, I have one question for all of you. You guys have bag of holdings with you?
Nope.
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you can rope trick us and shit like that. It's all fine.
No, but I'm asking you so that you do not use it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You do not use it in anything that is going through other planes. Like the first thing when you come here, you shouldn't be bringing bag of holding. And secondly, this plane consists of many other planes, so do not bring bag of holding because you, in one instance, you might just burst. Your bag of holding might
Yeah.
just burst.
Everything.
Well,
goes
we
everywhere.
are not allowed magical items in the first place. So
We're not.
when we start making this,
We had a
character.
special item, remember?
Yeah, we got our special item, and then that's all we get.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Also, one thing that Briggs and Alexander might need to warn some people, warn the group is that some areas are active magic regions, wild magic regions.
Ooh, fun.
Like
Shut up,
Fey,
Inamok.
Does that
like
mean
the Feywild region or
Don't
something.
Like some
Spells?
places are just like very saturated with magic.
Ooh.
Oh,
They have
cast spells there? or
the
don't?
mana is basically leaking out of the ground, dude.
Yeah.
Like
So like those places you get wild magic surges.
yep.
By
Alright.
anyone?
That's
So
good.
if you
I
cast
think
spell,
classes use magic surges, right? I think some classes do.
Wild magic, but here everyone can be a wild mage in some zones.
Fun.
Wait, does that mean that every time Rose shoots her bow, she's gonna?
There's a roll for it. No. As in magic.
You cast a spell.
Okay.
Cast
No,
spell.
because her ammo is magic.
No,
Yes.
this is different.
thank God.
Cantrips are only spell level 1 and higher.
Yeah, but also stuff that consumes spell slots can trigger it.
Alright.
Okay.
But channel doesn't, right?
Huh? Smite death.
I mean, channel divinity.
Trail divinity won't.
Okay.
It is a divine nature.
It was given by the gods.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. After that, Verity quickly puts back on his helmet, and then he sighs a lot.
Hope you enjoyed today.
we did.
Well, I mean, it was short, so I
mean-
wouldn't say. I'm more used to like
I got to blow up a roof.
Yeah, you did good,
That was
yo.
cool. That was really good.
You did good. And
I
with that,
To
I
make
feel like
Aria
there's
larger.
more. I want to play more. I'm thirsty.
I know, I have the same feeling, but the thing is, DM has not prepared enough for us to go more.
yeah,
Oh
exactly.
no!
So
This
chill out.
DM does not need to prepare.
Oh,
As a
This
professional.
DM can pull things out like a heist on a
from
government building.
his arse, is it?
Yes.
Nope. No, from his brain. He has better things than that.
And with that, I'm gonna stop the recording. Thank you for
Alright, bye.
listening
Okay,
to this.
bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
What?
Bye.
Bye.